Good morning.
Good morning.
Jesus, you want to test that mic again?
Test that mic.
Man, your shit is whack again, bro. Can we
Wow.
change it to where it
Duo,
was?
Duo headset. I mean, I played with it with Matt. We couldn't figure out the difference here. I mean, is it better than without the mic? Should I just pull the headset out?
No, 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 no. It was always good with the headset. We had it that one day.
One day it was, yeah. But when I went on the Riverside, it must have knocked it off whack. You want to? I mean, we got to go through step by step. You want to try it? I mean,
Nah, 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 nah.
uh,
We'll do that later. We'll do that later. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's obviously gonna be a crazy day. Um, let's go ahead and get started with the basics here. Get this out of the way here. Let's talk about these gap ups here. Paramount is getting I guess Byron Allen here is talking about buying this shit out, but we'll talk about that in a second here. The big earnings here from Meta. Let's take a look at some of these here. We got the Google and the Microsoft earnings here. Google here got smoked here, and they were talking about ad revenue. And I think this was one of the heaviest gap downs here. So if you take a look at the Google here, we're down about 9 points, which is kind of absurd. Um, let's see what they went ahead and said here for what happened here. I don't know why this fucking. I hate these fucking financial websites. Some of them. Let's go back here. And then did you see Walmart? Did you see Ronchero? Did you see Walmart here? It's got the 3-for-1 fucking stock split, and now they cover that gap. We just
Yeah,
couldn't hold it.
just shoot me in the fucking face. Thank you.
We just couldn't hold it here. We literally just couldn't hold it here. Q4 earnings, they beat estimates here. Revenue disappoints. And then again, it was all on the ad revenue. Ad revenue fell just short here. Um, it really wasn't. It wasn't horrible. And then AMD beat, but I think it was a guidance thing. So if you take a look at AMD here, it was down to 160, by the way, in the pre-market. It was looking super fucking bearish here. They got a downgrade here. That was yesterday here before the market opened. Um,
yeah,
you
I'm
know, and
surprised. I mean, there's just no real seller. I'm surprised this thing's only down eight. You had an
exactly,
excuse to sell it after that move, and geez,
exactly. And then you had the meta. You had the meta there too. You get an aggressive gap down here on the meta too. That's down about 11 points. And again, meta's been just trucking
that's back to where it
slowly here.
was Friday.
Friday, exactly.
I mean,
So you know,
No big deal.
not that big of a deal here. However, this is the first day that we've seen some decent selling here. And again, all this is after hours though.
yeah.
So could they pick this stuff up? Do we sell? How many people are stuck long at the highs? Do they need to get the fuck out? These are all the questions.
So
Another
many
thing
questions, so little time.
that was very interesting is this NYCB. Take a look at this thing, guys. This is New York Central Bank, and
Oh
this
yeah,
is
regional bank.
reminiscent. This is reminiscent of that signature bank shit that was
Nice.
happening.
Yeah, what's their
Um,
story here?
I don't I don't know what the hell the fucking news is on this thing. Um, but this is a problem. And if you take a look at the KRE, again, this is a problem. Now, this is what they used before here to kind of create panic in the market before. You guys remember the Silvergate and Signature Bank and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
That NYCB, that looks terrible. That looks absolutely
awful.
fucking terrible. It was earnings, I guess. But again, I mean, quite ridiculous here. Um, I don't know what to make of this, but you add this in the midst of all these other gap downs, it kind of does create some interesting scenarios here. All right. And then we go to the Paramount here. I can't believe somebody's actually talking about buying this piece of shit here. And again, the streaming here is always kind of an issue here. But this, I guess he's got a $14 billion buyout. Um, which is very interesting here. So, I mean, again, this is a sector I've been kind of watching just for different plays here on Disney and all this kind of stuff. So, the Paramount is quite interesting here as well. Um, Other than that, let me kick it over to Wall Street Jesus here for some noteworthy activity. But prior to that, the real goal. Oh, and by the way, the Eli Lilly and the Ozempic names. If you take a look at Novartis and Novo Nordisk and the Eli Lilly, injecting yourself,
Oh, fucking NVO. Jesus Christ.
injecting yourself to lose weight
It's never been sexier.
never been sexier and is quite recession proof here.
If you want diamond ass, you just inject yourself with Ozempic.
So let's kick it over to Jesus here for some noteworthy activity here. What do you got, Jesus? This is
I
gonna
don't
be
have
the-
anything really too special here, right? We got the
Don't
Fed
say
today.
that. We need special today.
We
All
need
right, give
diamond
us
ass.
something special.
There's no special. There are greater forces at play. You got the Fed. You got the Treasury, Yellen, who's been moving markets. That's been the go-to catalyst, especially for bulls. The rest of the week, you got jobs data coming out on Friday. So you got from this point on, I didn't even mention earnings yet, which is probably the top catalyst in stocks. Anything else? I think Ranchero made the point yesterday. Like you can look at charts, you can look at this, you can look at that. You can concoct a plan for post earnings or post these events, how you want to maybe handle things, what you may want to see. But as far as how things may shake out, you have no clue. You really have no clue. You're not going to, increase any odds by looking at something pre this data. This ultimately is going to determine the initial direction and reaction. So you might as well wait and react off of that. I think that's where you're probably going to see the best moves out there at the single name level, even index level. It's kind of post earnings, post Fed, that sort of thing. Ahead of these things, you can have a lot of stuff that doesn't make much sense and may not move a whole lot, from where you're seeing it. Like Lucci said, you got a lot of overnight movement off earnings. Does it mean it's going to carry over into the regular session here? God only knows, and probably not. To the point about earnings in some of these tech names, I mean, it's a joke. AMD guides lower. I mean, stock price to perfection. This stock should be getting hit over the head right now. The way people are positioned in it, but there's not much real selling. People aren't. I don't know if I want to put. I guess it's complacency in a lot of these names, but there's just no fear in these names out there. You can look at the VIX. You can look at measures of skew. We got a big week of events and major earnings in names that are crowded and have run up to the clouds, and there's just nobody's really afraid of anything. And you see, reaction like AMD today or Meta. Yeah, they're down, but they're back to where they were 2 days ago. And unless you bought the stock over the last 2 days, chasing it and holding it through earnings, which I mean, you're not going to be can't get any more dumbass than that. You're probably sitting on a nice cushion, and this doesn't really scare you out of the stock. So that's kind of what we're dealing with here. So to McElliott's point, we've been talking about McElliott for a few weeks now. Until you get a legitimate vol shock where something happens and it gets people with a real appetite to put on insurance and VIX exposure, you're likely going to see just more of the same. Dips get bought. You may get some sloshing around in overextended names. But for any real bearish moves, we're going to need to see something new that's really going to get people feared up instead of bulled up. So we'll see. We got a busy week. The likely scenario, Luch, and obviously you were hoping for something different, but the likely scenario, a lot of people who follow this vol positioning and stuff like that, is you get more of the same of what we've been seeing. Maybe you get a slowdown of names that have been just tripping over themselves to the upside if they miss earnings. But no real bearish appetite out there until probably we get into like Feb expiration. And if we miss that window, then you go into the March expiration. But you really need to get to the point where everybody's on one side of the boat. They're totally ignoring any downside catalyst, and they get caught off sides, and it feeds off itself. You know what I mean? It doesn't really take a whole lot to get the downside waterfall type selling. So We're just not there yet. You know, hedge funds aren't even net long individual names, which is it's ridiculous. So until we get more of that without something new, we probably just get some more of this, what we've been seeing here.
All right, Ron, what are you looking at here for the open? I'm very curious here to hear your thoughts here and how you're positioning into today.
I'm curious. I'm kind of in the same camp as Jay. I'm looking for on a lot of these rinses to see where they're going to find buyers. So, for example, last night in Microsoft, when they sold it off, it hit an anchored volume weighted average price almost to the penny, and it bounced. So that it found buyers in the after hours. So are they just going to kind of let it float around until FOMC? And I think a lot of this stuff just gets bought back up again. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. And if it doesn't get bought back up again, then I'll look to see if I've got an opportunity to the short side. But right now, I kind of agree with Jay. Just I don't think people care right now. I think they're like, oh, any dip, let's buy it. So I think that's where we're at. That's what I'm looking for.
Okay. All right, guys. We got about 5 minutes left. Go ahead and chime in with some of the stuff that you're watching here. I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to change careers here and just start selling Ozempic. Double down on the Ozempic. By the way, when you were talking about SMCI, the forward guidance, Jesus, on SMCI,
Yeah,
you were talking about they're talking about guidance
smash it. Yeah.
of 5xing what they're doing in the next couple of years. Ozempic
Mhm.
had similar guidance. Ozempic
Right.
and that shit had similar guidance. So as soon as the FDA got approved, or as soon as the weight loss thing got approved here, they were talking about 10xing their revenue in the next fucking 5 years because of that FDA approval.
Yeah.
And
And
I
they
don't
did.
disagree because again, the less regulation for your fat ass to lose the that's just
Yeah.
clear. That's just a nice way to get it. John
We get
Smith here is also bullish for the first 1 to 2 hours. Just hope they flush the open and ramp till 12. Hutch here is saying buys at the lower bounds of IV. Bounce off the open would screw a few people. Good morning, everyone, by the way. Don Sinjian here. Just talking about Tesla bear flags. Saba is saying, can you check out ULTI, LT Movax? It's listed on the European exchange. Probably not.
It is definitely a no.
But good morning, everybody. Send us some ideas. Take a look at. Let's take a look at what you guys are talking about. By the way, the banks here, um, they were fine. They were almost gapping up this morning. Banks and oil had a huge rotation yesterday. Huge rotation. And by the way, Jesus, that MPC it hit fucking 170.
Yeah. What? It
10
kept
point move.
going, right? Unbelievable
A
move.
fucking 10-point move here.
Yep.
Insane.
Hey, didn't we have Jay? Weren't there buyers in McDonald's the other day? That's all of a sudden perking up here.
Sure.
McDonald's. I don't remember. Might could have
Sure.
been. I mean, earnings season. They've been buying in. You know, coal or put buying in almost everything.
Yeah.
And
You
on
look at
that point, that's
Costco.
a good segue on flow.
Yeah.
We should start seeing flow clear up into next week once we get through this mess. So that's something to look forward to. Get a cleaner read on things. I mean, right now, just everything's catching action. All right. We saw it yesterday, like Microsoft reporting, right? Snow is catching some strange weekly activity. You think a little bit, which I couldn't do late in the afternoon, but Snow play or a hedge on cloud earnings from Azure, right? So there's so much involved this week. That's the problem with the flow. But next week should clear up as we get through the week.
Um, all right. John Smith is saying many banks had upgrades yesterday. Jose here. I don't know if you guys talked about it joining late, but Walmart announced a 3-1 split. Yes, sir. Kind of crazy. We got 1 minute here left of the open here I want to look at this AMD. Look at this AMD climb back. It's only down 6 points now. It's fucking down 10. So let's keep it tight here, but let's
Here we
see what's
go.
going on here.
Look at
We
that
got the
Microsoft
semis
bounce.
down. You had a nice little pullback in the semis. It's almost like the whole group may be viable
Yeah.
at this point as a whole,
Mike,
right?
Microsoft during the conference call, man, something happened where it bounced like 6, 7 points immediately. Apple here is gunning for the gap. Apple, this is kind of wild if you take a look at the Apple. By the way, the XOM higher than yesterday, so
Mhm.
oil still looks good.
Yeah, Apple's been one of the weakest of the big guys recently.
I'm gonna let this. Netflix is green. Meta hasn't even reported. I forgot they didn't even report. But this is
Oh,
just
that's
a
what I thought. I thought Meta reported, and I'm seeing here Meta earnings preview. I'm like, what the fuck? This must be.
yeah
I didn't
yeah. So
realize that. It was
it didn't
Google,
actually
right?
go down.
Google reported.
Google did. Um, Nano. Good morning. Timo, non-tech stuff as of yesterday was close to fine. Yeah. Boeing here is up a little bit. K. Dirk, what's the news on the Boeing? Um,
Boeing had earnings, I think.
okay. Alrighty. Nvidia here to hit like 607 in the pre-market yesterday, or sorry, in the after hours. And I really wanted to short the piss out of it. It's already trading back to 617 though, almost like nothing happened.
IWM, that's a cancel that IWM puts there.
I kind of like the idea of shorting XOM, but I'm probably not going to do it. Um, Somebody got some Ozempic? Just take a shot and trade. See if it can also be used as a limitless substitute.
Limitless. Lilly up 10 and strong off the open LLY.
You got any flow on that?
No, no,
Probably not.
I just saw it gap up.
Probably not. Um, I mean, you could probably just go for a runner here. Remember how illiquid this thing is. This thing might go. This thing might just blow right through 660. Just saying. Yo, if you take a look at the meta here, nice move back up. 3, 4 point move back up. Remember, the options are going to be terrible though. I've been really watching this Goldman here, not doing much. What do you guys got? John Smith is short the Nvidia from 619.
Little protection. Some of the looks like regional banks, individual names. Apple, a little put action. Schwab, some put action.
Hey, check out Goldman, Lucci.
Yeah, I know. 388. Oh, so you just got the tar. You just got the
I
alert.
got runners.
Ha! Look at JPM 178. Ha! Nobody cares. It's the most.
So you got Schwab weekly and monthly puts active.
So we go back.
SCHW.
They halted NYCB, by the way. They halted it. Keep this thing up on the radar here just to see what happens. Yeah, this Eli Lilly is gone. Jesus, it's almost 660.
Yeah.
AMD here can't really do much. This is weaker than the Nvidia here. Check out SPY 489 on the SPY.
Handful of regional banks seeing put sweeper activity.
Right, because of course,
Off
right.
that NYCB.
Keep an eye on the NYCB. Let's see where that thing opens back up. I mean, KRE. Look at KRE, guys. Look at KRE. It's trading $50 here. Microsoft is at yesterday's highs, ladies and gentlemen. What a buy. What a buy. I would fade this up here, but this thing might go to fucking 420. I'm late. I'm
Look
late.
at the SMCI bounce right back up to the VWAP from yesterday.
Yo, I'm late as fuck on this Microsoft. The buy was at like 410, man. You got an XOM fade here. I like the fade on some of the oil stuff. I don't think you're gonna get anywhere. John Smith is adding more Nvidia short. I like it.
U.S. Treasury prices are rallying here through the U.S. cash equity open and into the FOMC announcement. The 2-year yield to below
GS 390.
4.23%.
Go, you piece of shit.
Remember, there's that swing open on it. Where was that February swing open on it? The 390s, I believe it was. God forbid you got all this while you have some fucking regionals here just getting shit on. This time around, watch, nobody fucking believes it anyway.
You got some more Citigroup buying coming in.
Amazon filled the gap.
What? No gravy? Why are these Goldman Sachs options so fucking expensive here, man? I think John Smith covered the scalp there. A couple of points there. Nice trade. I don't. AMD was much weaker than Nvidia here. That was actually a much better one. And the meta here dropped out 4. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Techs here still look super weak to me, except for the Microsoft, of course. That was a nice fade on the highs there on Microsoft. I don't know if you buy this or what.
I'm getting some Costco again. Because they don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Eli Lilly fade back here. Somebody bought some Google. Somebody bought some Googles here this week. More city buying next week.
Oh, you got me filled. Okay, cool.
Here's your AMD pop. You might be able to short into this. I don't know. 390 over on the Goldman Sachs. Man, I'm kind of thinking of just straight out buying this thing. The 390s for today are $4 fucking dollars. What the fuck is going on here, man?
The Fed.
It's the Fed. The Fed. The Fed. The Peaky fucking Blinders.
That was a good show, right?
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Great show.
Yeah, I seen it.
Not good, great.
Yeah.
By order, the Peaky fucking Blinders. Gold here. Joshua saying Google's eating shit. Well, yeah, Google here, fresh lows. Remember, it's pre-market lows are around 140 here, so it's not gonna bode well for all this shit. If you take a look at Microsoft's holding, but I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Maybe as a lotto, maybe you grab some 410 puts.
You got
Yo.
credit not looking so hot.
Take a look at Visa and MasterCard. Look at MasterCard. Look at MasterCard. Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck is going on?
Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Fucking market, man. I swear to God.
Get your shine box.
And your sack of nickels.
Oh, Costco, thank you.
What's going on with Costco? Costco
It's just-
705.
Fucking glorious.
Spy fresh lows here. XOM lows. Let's take a look at the Google. Google fresh lows. I don't know, man. Tesla, meanwhile, is doing the opposite here. Take a look at Tesla.
That thing to me is broken and I can no longer figure it out. So I'm going to leave it the fuck alone for a while. It has definitely gone into the abusing Adderall phase of its existence.
You got some repeat Goldman buying. Oh, these are weeklies. Weekly 395s.
Which ones?
395s.
For this week?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
I got an upside alert on Goldman at 392, almost 393. That's that could trigger there.
I'm long this stupid fucking
I'm gonna get
thing.
paid on these stupid fucking lottos. That's hilarious.
Fucking Goldman piece of fucking. Oh, those condors. The ones that you closed out. Now you have the long sides.
I always keep the long wings because you never know.
You never
know.
You never know. By the way, NYCB opened back up. It didn't really do much. It's trading at 6.25 here, 630 here. Not really doing anything. So I think the KRE is bouncing as well. So that's also probably good for banks. What's the recent high on Goldman Sachs? Is it 392? Is it right here? What is it?
Yeah, that's where I put the trigger. So call it 393.
393. AMD right back to 165. I kind of like the long on this. I'm not gonna lie. Am I gonna do it? Nope.
No. Goldman. Here we go. I'm cheerleading now.
I think the better play here is to just sit and watch. However, obviously play some of this Goldman here. I got a 10 lot here long on this Goldman here. Let's see if I can make a little bit of cash on this. Let's see if it triggers some stop losses here. Market maker saying this parabolic bull run is not good for inflation, where more disposable income is available from stock market profits. That's how you sound, market maker. I was too busy sounding it out to actually listen to what you're saying. So you're saying parabolic bull run is not good. So you're going from an economic standpoint here, market maker. Expand on that.
It's called
but
the
do
wealth
it in
effect. The wealth
but
effect.
do it
People make
wealth
money in
effect.
the market, which creates inflation.
Upside alert, Goldman SMCI.
SMCI. Oh shit. Look at this SMCI up fucking 30 points here from the open. Whoa.
It is glorious.
Whoa.
Lord, it is glorious.
Market maker saying something is up with interest rates. J Powell might surprise everyone today and talk this market down. I don't know, bro. Spy here, weakness again.
That credit spread's now looking too hot here. You got some tightening there.
Apple here, fresh lows. Apple here into the gap too, by the way. Apple has been nuts. Nuts.
That's not going to help the broad market.
John Smith said the short Tesla here. Spy here. Fresh lows. We got some. We got some Chicago PMI
Yeah,
apparently.
missed.
Chicago.
Boeing back to 208.
Oh, everything's selling off a little bit here. Where'd that Goldman get to?
It got to about 392 and a half and then sold from there. I think that exact place
see if
that they were
bought.
before.
Buy the dip. Buy the dip. Let's see. No, there looks like it. Goldman don't give a fuck.
Somebody's talking about the biotech here. I haven't looked at. Silver's just saying lower expected move. Apple, you still got weakness though.
The stake in post-day through an offer aimed at domestic savers, including the group's employees.
NYCB halted again. What the fuck? But on the upside though.
Oh, on the upside.
John Smith is calling out that SMCI. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier there, John Smith. You're a little late. Yeah, it's a nice push up. That also bodes well for the rest of this sector.
BYD in China.
Look at AMD, 168 on the AMD. That's a fucking good dip buy if I've ever seen one. The only thing they're selling shit off on really is Apple. It's the weakness on Apple. And if you look at Goldman Sachs, guys, she's gone. She's gone. I should have more of this, but I'm a piece of shit.
That's a trigger on Goldman.
I'm a piece of shit. I only got a 10 lot here on the Goldman. Meanwhile, Spy here still can't find a bid. Yo, Silvers, call it out when you're starting to look at the dip buys here. And then which strike do you go for? I mean the 49.25s, the 49.20s. What are we at? 48.90 we're at? Maybe go further into the money. Somebody's talking about Amazon here, kind of ugly. Amazon and Google, yeah. Amazon and Google.
Amazon reports today.
Yeah, I think they report today. Yeah, the Google and the Apple, those two are the weak ones. Meta here, you got to pop here. I'm gonna buy a small one lot here on SPX. It's the 4900s, just very small to start. And then you got a small Apple bounce here. I think as soon as Apple bounces, I think it's enough here to push us back up. John Smith's talking about Tesla here. That AMD that AMD is still going 168 and a quarter. Holy shit! You need size on this thing
up
too.
Or down?
Up. It's coming back up. It was down 10 points.
Jesus.
It was down 10 points. Now it's only down 4, man.
Oh, I see it now. Jesus.
That's impressive.
That's not even down. Be what it is now on the day. That's
Let's see again. I mean, as long as Apple is bid down here, they're gonna start bidding shit back up. I only got a 2 lot here on the SPXs, but I do kind of like it.
You got another people bet uranium URA. That could be a possible Fed play too.
URA. JPM kind of came back. GS here still at highs. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to cover a one lot on SPX. I'm also going to cover half of the GS here.
For Jay going saying the post stake sale will come when there's convincing
Covered half GS.
conditions.
SMCI is still ripping higher.
Oh, man. I mean, again, if you take a look at NVIDIA here, just had a candle back up here, 620 here, you know. So it's very possible this NVIDIA keeps running.
Oh, Lisa Sue's running her mouth again. That's why the stock's bouncing like a Spalding.
You like her, Jay?
Oh, I think she's a snake oil salesman, to be honest.
Snake oil.
Lisa Sue, the CEO of AMD. I think she's a hype queen, but that's her job, I guess. No.
Yep. Apple here getting weak again. GS here. There's your pullback. That was kind of nasty.
Oh, that's a good dump.
That was a good dump. I kind of want to buy this.
Yeah, let's see where the view app is on it. Not a bad spot.
I kind of want to buy this. Yeah, I bought some. MA showing indicative signs of a move higher. Dude, what's the news on MasterCard? What is the news on MasterCard? Netflix looks strong as fuck.
I think it's just considered a financial. Unless they've reported, they could have reported. They were due to report this week.
I mean,
MasterCard reports results for the quarter ended in December.
Yeah, there you go. There it is. But they've been strong, those things, haven't they? Visa, MasterCard.
Where's that Boeing? 208 on that Boeing. I still think you got higher on that Boeing. There's a lot of people trapped short here. Those 210s might not look that bad.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Luch. It's still a piece of shit.
UG Front is saying we don't know what names report every day. Bro, the
What?
fuck? No. Absolutely not. Plug. Well, looking interesting.
If you played Microsoft 410 puts, you should take your profits here. You should consider taking profits here.
10-year yield down about 10 as well after we saw CPI readings across the continent as well, including in Germany. EU foreign chief policy maker Borrell saying the EU countries are expecting at least 21 billion in aid to Ukraine, military aid in 2024.
Hey Jay, look at your rails. Look at your trannies.
Your trannies?
Your CP.
Oh, that had earnings, right?
Yep.
I think it had earnings. Yeah. Oofa.
If you take a look at oil here still kind of getting hit on the chin here. So that short oil trade wasn't a bad idea. Take a look at those. They're coming down a little bit more. NVIDIA here can't hold the highs. AMD here starting to pull back there too. John Smith is talking about Tesla. NYCB, I totally forgot about that. 644 now, not really doing anything. I don't know, man. I don't know. Could go either way here. I think
At
the
least
Apple now, the consolidation down here, it's at least holding us up. Where's that SMCI? 540 on that SMCI, man. Holy shit. That's your market right there, man. That's telling you how's it going down, man.
Oh, that's a Latin American bank, I think. Oh, I had the wrong. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Credit still not really signaling any risk on, more of a risk off morning. TRS. This is the Einhorn play, I think. Could be. Yeah, VTRS. I think that's the Einhorn play that's been seeing flow. When do they report? 226. Victor Tom Robert San. Some repeat buying Febs. I hate when I type to myself here.
All right, guys. Fresh low here on SPY. Eli Lilly, by the way, just just keep injecting that shit. Hopefully, one day you'll be.
A nice business, huh? Legalized drug dealer. Good business to be in. Is that VTRs? I don't know. I think that's the one. I can't remember these symbols. Apple, little protection, weeklies, earnings, mañana. Zim, yeah, let's hold on.
200-day moving average on Apple is down at 182.30. Right now, you're at a 2 sigma down level at 184.83. And then you got a Gex flip at 183.82. So I'd keep an eye on Apple and see if it just wants to.
Right here at the top there, we're looking out for some Colombian.
I'm going long. Take a look at Google. Take a look at Google.
30 minutes into the trading session, the
Thursday.
Nasdaq remains lower by more than 180 points. The S&P cash down 30.
Take a
Bounce
look
a
at
root.
Google.
Oh, yeah,
That's a
nice
fat
bounce.
bounce. Fat bounce on Google.
Fat.
With a PH.
Fat.
That's a fat bounce. We get back over 488 on SPY. I'm gonna buy some more. Delgado was saying buying Netflix dip. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. We might sit down here for longer. Who knows?
For
Who
TKO
knows?
UFC and Fight Collective announcing exclusive trading
Amazon.
card
Some of
deal.
Apple
Big
here still
deal.
looking weak. Can't bounce yet. Meta here, by the way. Take a look at Meta here at highs. At highs of the session. Fuck if I know here.
Docs. 2.8. Higher for longer. Remember that? That's hysterical.
Jay, what were the other rail names that you talked about the other day?
CSX Charlie Sam X-ray. NSC Nancy Sam Charlie. UNP Utah Nancy Peter. And the CP, the one I mentioned earlier. God bless.
There's your Apple bounce.
CP's Canadian, I think, right?
It is.
I think. Yeah.
Can't buy that socialist thing.
There's your daily shot at the Canucks.
Yeah, I got to give Jonathan a hard time. Keep him on his
I was
toes.
just gonna say, you get his attention.
Yeah, Zelda, man. That's what I'm saying, man. Just get that Ozempic, man. Just light that.
Legend of Zelda. Oh, I used to love that game as a child.
Like he had to specify.
Remember that game for like Nintendo, the original? That was die hard.
As a child, somebody's long apple. I like that trade, John Smith. I love that entry too. Just you already know where your stop is, basically. I love that. I love that. I feel like I'm late here, so I'm not going to join you, but I like it.
Ooh, that's ugly.
You know what was interesting about the AMD quarter too, and that could be why they're buying it up. The stuff that's holding back all the other chip stocks that we've been talking about, more the cyclical names, the economically sensitive names. That's what Lisa Su was complaining about. How it's just awful. But the AI related business, the growth part of it is on fire. So again, that the semis that have been stuck in consolidation for 2 years now.
Wait, Jay, how is she complaining?
I know, but it's she's saying that if that business ever bottomed and improved, then forget it. That's what the point she was making. That's how bad it's been.
I think it's just so early on. In any time it stalls or falters, it's probably an opportunity to look at getting long again.
Yeah, it's like that again. I guess the definition of cyclical, right? Cycles.
But I think AI is in the first. It's still in the first half
No,
inning of
not
the first inning.
AI. The outside of AI, the more
I got you.
cyclical aspect of the
I
business
got you.
is
I
in
got you.
trouble. AI is on fire. She's saying it's unconscious right now.
SMCI still going.
Case in point, SNCI, red hot. This
Piping
TER,
hot.
This TER just posted is one of those cyclical chip
Turf.
stocks. Yeah, really good company, but they reported earnings, and I guess the street wasn't too crazy about what they reported.
Nice long John Smith on the Apple. SMCI is out of control, man.
I want it to run to 700.
Check out Goldman Sachs. Just dump back out. Banks here don't look too hot anymore.
What a shame. I thought we were going to get some glory out of that. Lotto glory. Not to be.
Apple here. Apple here rocking.
Rocking and rolling.
What are we doing here?
Rocking. Nice trade on the Apple there.
They just hit some Goldman here, Lucci.
Long or short?
Long, small, but 410s
I
for
see that.
2.9. Okay.
I see that coming in and buying this dip too.
Apple bounced right off of that 2 sigma down number.
Right. The surprising thing is SPY hasn't done shit.
That is interesting.
You got a lot of crap out there that's scuffling around. Netflix, little bull bet, Feb 600.
Yeah, Netflix been on it here. Microsoft,
I
check
don't
out
mind.
Microsoft though. This is your problem here. What the fuck happened here?
The fuck knows.
People don't know what's going on here, man.
Here's your 1 sigma down on Microsoft at 404.58. So look for it to bounce, and if it flushes out, you get the 8 at 403, and then 2 sigma downs at 400.5.
Get some movement out there, but this tape is above my pay grade.
Shit.
Intel Fed puts.
Cat, shut up.
Ooh, poor cat.
He goes home today at noon. I'm fucking over this animal.
Cat got in theirs, huh? You let the dog at him.
Fucking gives me a headache. He just sits here and fucking
Yeah.
meows like somebody's like he's tied up in a trap.
The dog will keep him in check, no?
He's got fucking 6,000 square feet to roam, and he wants to stand outside my office and fucking meow.
The dog rough him up.
Yeah.
Group futures extending declines here near the lows of the day ahead.
I don't know, man. This Microsoft feels like a fucking short to me.
Pushing 76.50 WTI crude, the Dow in negative territory.
If they don't bounce it here,
Yeah. This Microsoft feels like a fucking short. 405 puts. Wow, these fucking puts is too expensive though. Anyway, I had the calls queued up to go on that thing too. All right, here we go. Here we go. More. Well, again, SPY just in this weird range here.
Muy rápido. What's that mean in Spanish? There was a horse. It used to be, I love that horse. Muy rápido.
very
Very
fast.
fast, right? Yeah.
You fucking gringo.
He said
Here
the
comes Muy
Rapido.
rápido on the outside.
Here comes.
That was the name of the horse, I swear to God.
Yeah, but it's just the way you said it though.
I know, but that's how the announcer would say it. He didn't, come from Mexico, and Muy rápido pronounces ours with the
What an idiot. Oh.
one guy used to call him Muy rapido. He had no fucking clue what it even
Muy rapido.
All right, so you say it properly. What should it? How should it be said?
in Spanish.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. Let me try.
Hey, there's some Apple Bulls, Lucci,
Muy
right at the
rápido.
number.
Muy rápido. Muy rápido.
216 190s, Lucci, 700K on Apple just hit.
I mean, there's your dip buy. There's your big dip buy. There's your guy sticking his ass out.
Diamond ass.
Diamond ass right there. There's diamond ass right there. That's what it looks like in the flesh.
You're my diamond ass.
What?
You know
He's
that
losing
song.
his
You're
mind
my
over there.
diamond girl. I don't know if you know that song. It's kind of like a Brooklyn thing back in the day.
Oh boy.
Oh, you got that Paro Lucci little spec action.
Man, the fucking thing is selling off the shit though
Yeah, I
too.
see that. I see that. What else we got here? Yeah, Apple, some earnings positioning there. AMD looking like a little more call activity. Weekly 175s.
I don't know. There might be a door open to some further shorting here, but I don't know.
Boom.
NYC Reaching is saying if Tesla hits 192, I'm getting very short. Be careful, man.
Very.
John Smith added to the Meta short. Wow, this thing got up to 395. Impressive. Impressive. John Smith is scalping the highs here though, so it's a different kind of trade.
GJT, there's your Riley.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that. See some squeeze play that Riley broke.
You got an Eli Lilly dump here, about 3-4 points. I would buy this. I would buy this and also inject yourself at the same time.
Simultaneously. Riley reports the end of February, just in case anybody wonders. 228. You're my diamond girl.
There is a whole another day in front of us.
Yeah, there's no, 100%. Feels like you get a further pull here on SPY. You got Apple here kind of leaning down. Nice reshort up there on the Meta there, John Smith. TTTT is saying look for GS short. That will suit you. Try it, in my humble opinion. You said that 4 times. Yeah, I mean, I hit it long off the open, and then I have some runners here that aren't doing too hot. I think I'm going to dump the SPX trade that I have on. The timing for that is just not right. And yeah, man, I don't have much else. I really don't have much else. That dip buy on Ozempic here, I like that. BA. Yeah, you got more stuff pulling back here.
SMCI dipped and right back up.
Well, it was a 10-point dip, though. Shit. How are these options looking? I haven't even looked at them today. Let's take a look at these 550s on the SMCI. 550 is going for $10. Holy shit. Yo, there's some
overall
volume
credit spreads still
on
look
these.
like shit over here. You never heard Diamond Girl? That was a classic.
I mean, I'm thinking Uptown Girl. Uptown Girl. Apple here coming back in. By the way, Shop is holding up pretty well, all things considered. Wow, here he goes. Now I remember this song.
You know that song. Come on.
Now I remember that
That's
song.
a classic. When you used to wear your Cavaricis out to the disco.
Your Cavaricis. Wow, that's a blast.
Cavaricis, he said.
That is some Long Island shit right there.
Get the Cavaricis. Nice fades on text here, guys. Nice fades on text here, guys. Microsoft down to 403. That was a good short. Damn. That was solid, and it was quick, too. Impressive.
Right
Very
to the
impressive.
east. Yeah, that's a big old dump out, huh?
Very impressive.
2 sigma down is 400.5. If they don't bounce it off of the 8 right here.
If anybody took that Microsoft here, take some off. Take some off.
Yeah,
Try to
man.
roll it if you can.
You got on. Oh, well, that's cheap though. On semiconductor. That's a cyclical semi. You seen the little put action? ON. They report. You got a little volume. Oh, 2.5. They report on 2.5. But these are weeklies. You got some weekly puts. ON. Weekly 68 puts. Lucci, your Exxon Mobil little. Oh, May. This one with time. Oh, they report too, Luch. 2.2. Exxon Mobil. Maybe get some movement off earnings there. I mean, it's a mosh pit, the flow right now. It is a mosh pit out here. Credit, again, credit spreads look like shit. VIX still has a bid. So the backdrop, really not ideal for any bullish momentum.
All right, I'm going to come back in SPY here. Nah. Nah, man. These rallies here are just meh. They don't have the umph in them yet.
SMCI just caught a sweep. What were those weeklies? Weekly 600. Oh, next week 600s. I don't know.
Next week 600s. I mean, dude, they run at 40 points in a fucking 5 minutes, man.
Flip these things and.
How much money is that on the SMCI? Is it a good amount?
Yeah, these sweeps are at least 300 grand, 330.
Yeah.
Pocket change.
Uptown girl.
Mexico's president saying a report alleging drug money in a prior campaign is false. Saying slander current president of Mexico.
Gotta get that drug
Come
money.
on. Really?
These guys.
I need some of that drug money.
I'm telling you this is a lie. You must believe me.
All right, guys, we got about 10 minutes left. We're going to move to the actual steam room here in about 10 minutes. So if you want to catch all the action for the Fed minutes, which I highly recommend you do, you're going to want to be on stream with us nowhere but with Sang Lucci, Wall Street Jesus, and
December national
Ranchero.
employment rate coming in at 10%.
Salud.
Who that? They're sneezing all over you over there, Luch.
I mean, it feels like everybody's getting sick around here, man.
Wow.
Didn't you start it?
Yeah, I kind of started it though. It's been rainy. The weather's been kind of whatever down here. Nice fades here on some of the texts.
Somebody said you guys had an earthquake in Puerto Rico.
I mean, last year.
Okay, but not this year.
Nah.
Not like yesterday.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. I'm noticing here, even though you're getting these dips here, SPY continues to be weak here. Ozempic here just got doused with a little cold water here. Peloton is actually green today, but again, it's not doing anything. I don't know, man. I think we go dry now. I think this goes a little stale here. and you just get this preem suck across the board
Up until the Fed,
up until
Mr. Powell.
dun 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 the Fed, the Bears.
Bears.
GTHX, one of these spec bio names. We've been seeing some buying. They've been buying the dip. There was some selling yesterday. They bought some, a little more today. GTHX April 5.
Oh shit! Speaking of fucking small caps, that CRBP hit 33 this morning and then
That's a
dumped
drug
back to
stock, too,
26.
right?
This one's dangerous, man. This is fucking dangerous. That's fucking dangerous, yo. Check out the Goldman here, kind of moving back. I still got the 7 lot here. It'll do whatever. Oil here starting to get bid. I don't like the long here because it's just dry. You're not getting any umph to it, which means you ain't gonna make no fucking money.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go feed this cat before I kill it.
Yeah,
to the dog.
I'm thinking about lunch. I'm thinking about lunch right now too.
Dominican again? Oh no. Not Dominican?
All right, back in a few.
Okay.
Punchbowl reporting that New York lawmakers are pressing for salt relief in the tax package being discussed today in the House.
VIX trying to find a high, and credit spreads trying to find a low here for the first time this morning.
Kyle is saying, where did I cover the short on CRBP? Remember I shorted 37. I shorted 37 and then covered 29. No. I covered end of day like 32, but it had hit 29 that day.
VFC, they report on 2.6. Some protection.
Yeah, man, you're not getting it. You're not getting it done on SPX there. I'm gonna dump the attempts on SPX here.
Some more of those 600s SMCI for next week.
Nano, no, we're very seasonal here, Nano. Michael here took those 410 calls a couple of weeks out. Amazon, you got some protection there. You got spy puts getting bought. I mean, I like the short on some of this stuff now because it's just fading slowly. But again, even the fade slowly, you ain't gonna make no money there either here. So, man, fuck that shit. I'm gonna sit on hands, do nothing. I'm gonna work on some other stuff, get some food too, man. I'm starving, man. I'm fucking starving.
You get hungry.
Remember,
wait, you eat breakfast or no?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Today I didn't play beach tennis, so I didn't eat breakfast.
Gotcha.
Today
How'd
was
you do
fucking.
yesterday? How'd you do yesterday?
Yo, I played really well yesterday, man.
Yeah.
I played really well yesterday. Today I'm playing today too at 9 o'clock.
Oh, that's why your fucking elbow's falling off every day, huh?
Yeah, man. Yeah, because I'm playing fucking aggressive, man. Go to breakfast is always just eggs, man. It's always just eggs and some spinach. And
Egg
that's it.
whites?
Egg whites. Yep.
No yolk ever?
Well, no, no, no. Sorry, hard boiled eggs.
Oh,
That's
oh.
it. Hard boiled eggs with a little Oriental sauce, and I'm good to go. When is the day that they buy Peloton, yo? Take a look at Peloton here. It's kind of inching in on that $6 call here. $6. There's no activity on it. It'd be better to see some sweepers on it. Look at this XOM better come in.
Yeah, you got earnings coming up. Peloton, yeah, there's no volume there, not much. Oh, Peloton pre-earnings. They report at the bell. I think at the bell. Oh,
Oh,
tomorrow morning.
got you.
Tomorrow morning.
Got you. Morgoth is saying, "Damn, I'm always eating eggs and I still suck at trading." Well, I mean, we'll need to study the correlation between.
That's funny.
I think that's a high on Goldman Sachs, if I'm not mistaken. Is it?
Really? Yeah, they're getting ready for the Trump election is going. You should have a good year, Goldman, barring some credit event calamity.
Tenor is saying, "What happened to Ozzy?" What do you mean, what happened to Ozzy? Ozzy is in here, in and out every single day, bro. Um, Yo, yeah. I mean, as far as the Goldman is concerned, I think you're going to 395 on this thing.
I think Goldman's going to have a good year overall this year. Yeah, they're going to try to front run if Trump's looking like he's going to get elected, I think. And Goldman's one of those names to own.
Why is Goldman one of the names to own?
God only knows. But that stock ripped off the Trump election. You don't remember that rip? It's more of the cyclical names, the financials. We're talking about the rails recently, their trade. You know, well, a lot of the economically sensitive names, because maybe I guess good for the economy. That type of thing.
Yo, Michael here just posted an article about some fucking Chiefs fans or some shit like that, man. Y'all see this shit?
No.
Hold on.
Football fans in general are fucking.
Police give another update regarding the mysterious deaths of 3 Chiefs fans who were found frozen in a backyard.
What?
They were found dead in the backyard.
Got so drunk and they took a piss outside and they forgot they were pissing in the cold and they froze to death.
Friends gathered together for a watch party.
Speaking of Trump, you got D-Wack. Some more flow there. D-Walk.
There still remains a death investigation. We still have no evidence of foul play. All right, you got Spy here selling.
Release of the weekly DOE inventory data. We're looking for minus 1 million barrels in crude, a build of 1.5 million barrels in gasoline, and a drawdown of 1 million barrels in distillates. We did see that big drop in the utilization rate last week to 85.
Are they talking about oil? Because oil is popping here.
87.2% here. Momentarily, we'll get the DOE inventory data.
If Ozempic here completely retraced the whole move, oil is rallying. I don't know.
Crude trading down just shy of 2% of the DOE data here. 2 seconds.
coming out now. The crude.
Distillate inventories were minus 2.5 million barrels. Gasoline inventories were plus 1.1 million barrels, and crude inventories were up slightly, up plus 1.2 million barrels for crude oil inventories. Again, just to repeat, gasoline plus 1.2 million barrels.
Shut the fuck up, man. I don't
1.2 million
fucking
barrels.
care about no gasoline
And
barrels.
distillates were minus 2.5 million barrels.
All right, guys. It is 11:30,
11:30,
and we are moving to the steam room here. You guys take it easy. Check your screen out. You guys know what to do. And get ready for the Fed Minutes. It should be fun. We'll see you in the steam room.
Check here, total production.